Morning. It's Friday morning for me. I'm going to work, and after another of those experiences, and I tried different marijuana or cannabis sleeping candies. They call it sleeping candies, and I figured the first experience what's all about. It's like they get you drunk, or I mean you get drunk using those things, or impaired, and you may get tired. So I pushed myself to stay awake last night. Around almost 2 a.m. I went to bed, but I took 1.5 candy, which is like one dose and a half, just to see how it goes, because this was the different brand. And after the first full one, it was, I did nothing, but once I started to think about it, it hit me. It's like it was in my mind. If I was focused on something on the screen, like I was doing some mapping work or something, I was okay. But since I started to think of, taking the other half, actually my wife asked me how it goes. We do experiment, but I am the only one who experiments. I share the results, and I said it's nothing. But soon I started to think of my feelings about my body, like I'm measuring my body. It's like woo, I feel dizzy, I feel drunk. It's not good. I don't like it. I hate it. Then I felt the stomach, kind of a sickness. It's like after you drink, maybe first sensation is it's a burning or something in your stomach. But second day or something, like sometime later, you feel the stomach is suffering, is recovering. So that was for me last night. After maybe 2 hours or an hour or something, I said, okay, you know what, I'm strong. I thought, and I took the other half. Actually, the other half. No, I cut one of these hard candies in half. Previously, I had like gummies, and okay, is it doing anything? Is it coming or something? Of course, no high, no such a thing of getting high. So anyway, so today, this is my is the morning, and I'm thinking, okay, that's impairing, like being impaired. I mean, I'm totally awake. I'm all right. I did not sleep long enough, about 6 hours. No, 5 hours. 5 hours. Feels tired, but I'm awake. Yeah, it's nice sunny day. It's bright and it's beautiful. It's Friday, I'm looking forward for my nice weekend. But it's something in the mind. It's like, you know what? I think I'm getting old. It's like some things I need to think about. Like, okay, did I just drove through red light? Yeah, someone maybe is vaping or is cannabis. Maybe it's just vaping in the car. So that's the kind of feeling. Like, okay, I think it was green. Lucky me, it was green. I drove through green. Okay, I hope it was not red. That's the feeling. I went through two green lights, like a signal light, and yeah, it was green, of course. But in my mind, am I sure it was? Yeah, I think it was green. And even the day before, like the previous experience. Okay, I hope. Yeah, I think I went through green, and hopefully the pedestrians won't get hurt. That was like my fear. My fear that I hope I won't do something stupid. See, it doesn't feel like you know what, I'm dizzy. I did walk right, but the mind, the brain is, it doesn't work right, and it's not good. It's not good. It's like 8 hours or something after ingesting that crap. It's not good. Just start drinking, like having my coffee. Now, I was talking to someone about moving ahead in life in regards to healing, like a personal healing. It's not about me, it's about the other person who needs some guidance, like some life experience tips, I would say. And I said, this is the analogy that came down through my mind. It's like, while I'm talking to someone, if I'm focused and connected to that topic, like because I don't just talk to people to feel the quiet. I'm talking to people. How to say? I'm getting involved in not only talking but emotionally. I mean, sometimes just talk, but if someone has a problem, I'm getting into trying to help out. That's me. It's like I'm a born troubleshooter. And I said, this is what's come down to my mind. It's like I'm talking and the thing is coming down. It's without me thinking how to fix this problem, how to solve this. It's like a thing pop in my mind, like this is the idea you need to use. I mean, it could be from my life experience, dealing with so many different things, different areas of life and stuff. It could be. Maybe the brain start compiling stuff and making up an answer. I don't know, but I thought, okay, something came to mind, and I'll share it in this recording. Even I added some of my pot experience or cannabis experience. So airplane, your goal as a pilot of your life, pilot of your story, your journey, is to possible to grow and move ahead. If you stagnate, you don't grow. And in a stagnation, there is a very little balance, very little equilibrium. It's not very stable. You are tempted to fall backwards or fall forward. If you are solid enough, if your muscles can hold your body weight and you have enough surface, yes, you can stand up straight. But like I said, it's a equilibrium for many people. Many people are on the edge. Okay, they don't need much to fall backwards, fall on their back, or move towards something more positive. Like who moves towards something positive? Let's say someone in a new relationship, or a teenager who's in a process of growth, right? Or someone who's learning something, and a person who's really passionate about it. The person can totally fall into that hobby, totally fall into flying that journey. I don't know, maybe education, school, and at the time the person moving forward is kind of moving towards their goal, but they are so fooled into that. Or like I said, the teenagers fall into love and they are carried by blind love. It could be a physical sexual love, or it could be a emotional love, and they grow at the same time. So you can fall in love, right? Fall in love. That's like a falling forward, because generally love moves you into a direction and you grow. And you grow, it depends how you see this one. You grow into a relationship, you go into a friendship, a intimacy, and you grow. People want to continue the growth, and they marry, they make kids, so their love expands, or their love becomes a center of a radiation, let's say, for the child, and the family grows. If some people is different, some people they don't grow, they go backward, they fall backwards, and they hurt themselves. Because when you fall backwards, one thing, you don't have a good system to hold yourself from hitting the ground. When you fall forward, you have better control. So it's good to fall in something positive. That's an analogy. You can make up anything out of it. You can twist it upside down. You can make it sound stupid, silly, bad. Doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. Now about the airplane. You have a goal. You want to fly. You want to enjoy the ride. If you are a professional pilot, your goal is mostly to get your paycheck. I mean, you enjoy it, you enjoy the ride, you enjoy the relationship with the job. Here you get a nice sunset, sunrise, you get some nice views, you travel to certain towns, certain big cities, and do some cool stuff. Is part of your ride, your enjoyment. But riding that machine is all the same. Same instruments, same airplane. So it's like having a relationship. So the wife is all the same, but you have to do something together to enjoy the ride. Sometimes the partner is the same and it doesn't change, like an airplane. So airplane is the same machine, is flying the way you fly. So some partners are like that. You need to take the steering wheel, and sometimes this, like the horse, you need some practice, and some horses cannot be tamed. Hard to ride, hard to tame, and not because they have their own mind, but that's their nature. It's like maybe they don't know how to learn, maybe they don't know about how the system works. Like, you are supposed to be tame. If you are too wild, maybe you don't know what means this. Like, there are some wild people who never received love. They grew up into a not very easy childhood. So you have this machine, you need to fly, or you want to fly for fun, to experience something, and you grow at the same time. They call it, you build hours. So it's not only building hours and experience and learning the machine better, like you have a relationship with this machine, this flying machine. You grow at the same time, and you enjoy the ride. So you need to know. So that's your goal of going flying, but you need to know some forces that are acting on that flying system. If you are a pilot, you know the forces, and of course, if you watch my video, you're not a pilot, unless you're a paragliding pilot, maybe. But the same forces apply there, because it's a flying system. It's a wing that generates lift through motion through the air. So you have few forces that you need to know as a pilot. You have the gravity that keeps you stuck on the ground, so pulls you down. So that's your component's weight, and you could take as emotional weight. So if you have lots of stories, like sad stories, emotional stories, and a lot of weight on your chest, you need to, if you want to get up from the ground, like start flying, you need to get rid of some of that weight. You cannot fly with that much weight. You exceed the limit of the other forces. So you are stuck on the ground. Even you might move forward a bit because you have some engine power in your mind, which is called trust. Not trusting someone, but trust is like a pulling force. So that's comes from your mind, and some of that comes from your body power, because you need some of the body power. Without a healthy body, you cannot really use much of your mind power to achieve dreams, unless you have telekinesis ability, or you have a very powerful leadership power, so you move other people with your mind force. So other people use their body to do things for you. So they are a paraplegic or disabled, like a physically disabled people. They motivate people from the wheelchair, and people do, because they feel that mind power driving them, and they feel there is a driving force behind that guy in the wheelchair's mind, and they follow because they are passionate about that goal and that mind energy, and they follow and want to help that guy's goal or dreams, or maybe it matches their goals and they just need a leader. So you need a healthy body as a pilot. Then if you have that trust but you have a lot of weight, what happens? You don't take off, because the mind, even it has power, has to drag a lot of your baggage. So there is one component that is called drag, that keeps you, or try to keep you backwards, so dragging you back. It's a force every airplane has to deal with. But there are pilots who know when the drag is useful. So you want to descend fast, you are flying too high up, and you need to be down on the ground, because it's not good to be high up for too long. You need to be grounded, to be connected to the reality of Earth, being on Earth. You were born, genetically you were born to be on Earth. And we'll explain maybe on another video, but it's not good for your mind and your body to be high up for too long, because the genetics made you be at certain conditions and do certain things at the Earth's surface. So the gravity is a component of your body, of your physical body. I'm almost at my workplace, but this is recording also to test my ability to speak after being impaired with 1.5 of those cannabis candies. Yeah, so you have the drag you have to deal with, and that it's a force that is being used by the pilots when they want to slow down. They use drag generating devices, and they can slow down or they can descend faster. Like I said, it's important to stay connected to the ground. Then you have your lift force. So lifting forces act from the top of the wings, from the center of lift of each wing. And how you generate lift? By moving at certain speed. There is a minimum speed from which you start generate lift. If you are flying below that speed, you don't generate lift. So you need the lift to get off the ground and start flying. Otherwise you move very close to the ground and you never enjoy the fly. So those are the forces. So lift, you need to have uplifting emotions that keeps you flying. You need to know when to stop those uplifting emotions and love for others, because you need to live into this reality. If you are living with love all the times, like some monks or some dudes in India or something like that, it's not good for you. People then, because you need to feed your body, you need to make a living. So people might steal off your plate. So you need to control your lifting or uplifting forces. You need to get rid of some of the baggages. So the gravity, those act as a ballast. If you want to stop flying, you need to get some of the ballast back somehow. Maybe ask another airplane to get you some bad emotions, to drag you down, or some emotions like early connected emotions that keep you down. Okay, so I gave you an analogy. You use it or leave it. I have to go. I have a Friday to deal with. It's a good, nice, sunny day, and we'll talk to you in another recording. Bye bye.